Good morning, students. This is the lesson of Class 8th for the subject of Geography. Topic: Topographical Maps, which is covered in Chapter 1, Representation of Geographical Features, starting on page number 9 of your textbook, and is being submitted to you on 5th of April 2021. So let us now start with our topic, topographical map. Students, geography is the study of interrelationship between the physical features on the Earth's surface and human activities. Geography has its own devices and tools such as globes, maps, models, charts, diagrams, and photographs to study about the Earth. We have already learned about some of these tools in the previous class. Let us learn how the different physical and cultural features and the scale are represented in topographical maps. The Survey of India make large-scale maps based on actual survey of land. These maps are called topographical maps or topo sheets. Topographical maps are large-scale maps that show both natural features such as mountains, hills, rivers, lakes, plateaus, cliffs, etc., and man-made features such as roads, settlements, railway tracks, wells, and embankments. In a topographical map, the shape of the land is generally shown by contour lines. So students, a contour line is an imaginary line that connects all points having the same height above mean sea level. Since a topographical map is drawn to provide detailed information of a small area, a set of arbitrary lines instead of latitudes and longitudes are provided to help locating a particular feature or place. As number 1, the lines that run vertically are called eastings, like these, while those that run horizontally are called northings. These are the northing lines shown here. Eastings and northings cross each other to form a square known as grid square. The numerical value of eastings increases eastward. As you can see, 20, 21, 22, 23. It is increasing towards the east direction. Similarly, numerical value of northing increases northward. As if here it is 30, 31, 32. It is increasing towards the north direction. Now, when referring to a grid, eastings are always stated first. First we state the easting value and then the northing value. Eastings and northings on a topo sheet are always 2 cm apart, which represents a distance of 1 km on the ground. Eastings and northings are always given in 2-digit numbers as 01, 02 to up till 98, 99. Now students, before going any further in the topic, let me ask you a few questions, after which you may pause the lesson for 3 minutes to write down their answers. So your questions are: question number 1. Which type of map represents both natural and man-made features? Question number 2. How the shape of the land or landform is shown on a topo sheet? Question number 3. What are northings? Students, you may now pause the lesson for 3 minutes to write down their answers. Okay. The 3-minute break is over, children. So let us now discuss their answers. Answer number 1. Topographical maps. Answer number 2. Shape of the land is shown by contour lines. Answer number 3. The lines run horizontally on a topo map is known as northings. Now let us continue the topic and discuss about identifying landforms with the help of contour lines. The 3-dimensional physical features like hills, mountains, ridges, etc. are represented by means of contour lines. The spacing of the contours determines the slope of the land. Some basic features of contour lines are: number 1, contour lines and their shape represents height and slope of the land. Number 2, two contours of different elevation usually do not cross each other. Types of slope: gentle and steep slope. As you can see in this picture, in a steep slope, the contours are drawn close to one another. As these contours are drawn quite closer to each other. Whereas in a gentle slope, here it is the gentle slope, the contours are spread in a wider way, or in a gentle slope they are wide apart. So this is a steep slope region here and a gentle slope. Now let us discuss about the types of landforms. So the first landform we are going to take is a plateau. A plateau is an uplifted piece of flat land with slopes on all the sides. On a topo map, plateaus are marked by contour lines close to each other on all sides, while there are none or a very few lines at the center. So this is the diagram of plateau. Second is a conical hill. A conical hill is simply a low elevation hill in the shape of a cone with uniform steepness on all the sides. Uniform steepness. The contour lines of a conical hill are evenly spaced in almost concentric circles, as you can see here. The next land feature or the next landform is a ridge. A ridge is a long and narrow elevation that has steep slopes on either sides and stands out from the surrounding lowlands. A ridge could also have several peaks, two peaks here, of various elevations. The contours of a ridge are oval with contours close to each other indicating steepness, right? So here, as if they are quite close, it's a steep slope here. Next is a col. A col is formed when the land has been cut considerably between two streams in a watershed. A col can be identified a drop in height of the contours. As if you can see, in between these two peaks, there is a vacant area or low-lying area. This is actually termed as a col or a pass. Now students, let us recapitulate the topic by means of a quick retest. Let me ask you a few questions, after which you may pause the lesson for 5 minutes. So your questions are: question number 1, define a contour line. Question number 2, when referring to a grid, dash are always stated first. Question number 3, differentiate between gentle and steep slope. Question number 4, a dash is an uplifted piece of flat land with slopes on all sides. Fill in the blank. Number 5, the contour lines of a dash are evenly spaced in almost concentric circles. Fill up. So students, the time slot given for writing the answers is over. So let us now discuss their answers. Answer number 1. A contour line is an imaginary line that connects all points having the same height above mean sea level. Number 2. Eastings. Answer number 3. In a steep slope, the contours are drawn close to one another, while in a gentle slope, they are wide apart. Answer number 4, plateau. And answer number 5, conical hill. I hope you all have understood the topic very well. So you all are required to read chapter 1 and the assignment at least twice. Note down the glossary terms given on page number 17 in your notebook. and draw the diagrams showing gentle slope, steep slope, conical hill, plateau and ridge. With this, I conclude this interactive session. Thank you.